When a man decides to use his hands to stand physically before a moving aeroplane in expression of his anger, you must know that something is really, really wrong. Now, where the thing is wrong is what I may not be able to answer. But àwọn àgbààgbà wa, there are things that we should never find them doing. And so it was when Kwamwon was found attacking an aeroplane, or should I say attempting to stop an aeroplane from taxiing away. He might have his reasons, genuine reasons, but as far as we know, those reasons are not cogent enough. Yes, dehydration, maybe or maybe not. Maybe it is true, maybe it is not true. But that is a matter for another discussion because we don't have the facts of the matter. However, attempting to stop an aeroplane by somebody of his stature, I think is not palatable at all. Let's put it that way. And you see, the way and manner that the entire thing was handled, if somebody is threatening the life of other passengers, what are you supposed to do? Shouldn't that case have been treated as if the man was trying to hijack the plane, even though that was not the objective? But that is what it actually looks like. But on the other hand, the king should have been arrested promptly when the drama was getting too serious. Maybe not molested, maybe not dragged, which I appreciate the airline staff and aviation security people for. But action must always be taken, and it must be taken in good time. So for Wasiu, I think there was some level of respect. They did not push him, they did not shove him. There was that high level of respect, and I call it professionalism on the side of the people. But for the security guys, I think they could have done better. And imagine that aeroplane had hit one of those people, even Kwamwon himself. What would we have been talking about today? Thank God nothing tragic happened anyway. But I think something still has to happen, despite the fact that Kwamwon has tendered an apology, whether reserved or unreserved, we do not know. But you see, what usually happens when these kind of things happen is that people tend to want to copy, or even when they don't even deliberately do it, something in their subconscious can push them to do it. That if Wasiu can do it, why can't I? Have you thought about it for a moment that Gen Z people can decide that if an almost 70-year-old man decides to stop a plane, why can they not actually take action and stop a flight from taking off? Or they even want to hold the flight in air because they have been wrong one way or another. Such was the case of Comfort Emmanson, I believe, that beautiful young lady from Akwa Ibom on Ibom Air. So King Wasiu Ayinde Marshall's one is a value jet. Today, I mean, the last experience is on Ibom Air. Who knows? Which other airline are we going to have somebody taking to the battlefields? Not necessarily to the cleaners. Taking them to the cleaners is. But there's a common denominator. That means there's a general aggressive behavior amongst all parties where we cannot even talk normally to ourselves and understand each other until it becomes chaos, until it becomes a fight. Comfort was generally trying to find her way to Lagos, probably for a photo shoot, because she looked to me like a model. And then, according to their stories, they said she was supposed to take her phone off, and she said she had put it in flight mode, and one thing led to the other, and only for us to see them doing karate and fighting each other on the plane. That is gross indiscipline on all sides. They could have conveniently just left her so that this thing does not degenerate to violence. I mean, imagine that in an attempt, you saw what happened when oranges popped out in the process of trying to evacuate her from the plane. We need to start to do things better. Well, to cut a long story short, all parties must be dealt with accordingly. Let investigations take place. Let us know who is at fault. Let us know who kicked who first. Let us know who started the harassment. Let no one who misbehaves or who attempts to disgrace our nation go unpunished. And when we take it from these low levels, I expect that we are going to take it from the higher levels as well. Who started this entire trail? Oh, did you say one senator? Maybe it was a senator, whoever it was. Let us start to deal with our matters in good time, because if we don't do, people will think it's actually the normal thing to do. Without taking much of your time, I can only beg you to leave your comment. What do you think about this whole drama of people fighting airlines, and airline people also harassing and beating people up? Because I actually saw a case koro with my eyes like this, when a passenger slapped an airline staff. Of course, I think the slap was returned, so it didn't go unpunished. Then they decided to go and settle the matter amicably at the police station. Whatever the case may be, please learn to behave yourself appropriately and stop disgracing us up and down. If you find this interesting, share, like, leave a comment. Let's even talk about the issues together. Ireo.